So today discuss about what is refraction of light. So when a light ray incident on some surfaces, some part of light absorb and remaining part of light reflected into the same medium. Some part of light transmit through the medium goes into the second medium. So this is the ray of incidence. This is the ray of reflection. This is the ray of refraction. This is the point of incidence. So we draw a perpendicular line to the surface. Is named as normal. The angle between ray of incidence and normal is known as angle of incidence I1. And the angle between normal to the ray of refraction is known as angle of refraction. So when a light ray coming from one medium to another medium, the ray bending towards normal, or sometimes other times the ray bending away from the normal. So instant ray coming from one medium to another medium, it is bending towards normal or away from the normal. This phenomena is known as the refraction. So laws of refraction. The first law of refraction. First law of refraction. So in refraction process, the sine value of the angle of incidence is sine I1, and the sine value of angle of refraction is sine I2. So the ratio between sine I1 and sine I2 always constant. That is the statement of first law of refraction. So the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always constant. This constant is named as mu. So mu is called refractive index. So once again, the first law of refraction is known as the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always constant. So sometimes refractive index of the second medium mu2 with respect to first medium, that equals to mu2 by mu1 equals to sine I1 by sine I2. Again it is written as mu1 sine I1 equals to mu2 sine I2. So this is from first law of refraction. See, named as Snell's law. Snell's law. So mu1 is the refractive index of the first medium. mu2 is the refractive index of the second medium. I1 is the angle of incidence. It is the angle of refraction. So Snell's law states that mu1 sin I1 equals to mu2 sin I2. Next one, second law of refraction. Second law of refraction. So this law states that in a refraction process, this is the incident ray, this is the refracted ray. This is angle of incidence, this is angle of refraction. This is the normal. This incident ray, this is the normal, this is the refracted ray. These three lines, first one is the instant ray, normal and the refracted ray lie on the same plane. That is the statement of second law of refraction. Once again, the incident ray, the normal and the refracted ray always lie on the same plane. So from Snell's law, so we define, so what is refractive index? So also already we define. So mu is the refractive index equal to sin I1 by sin I2. So generally, when a light ray passes from one medium to another medium, it compulsory bend in the second medium. So refractive index defined as the mu equals to, so speed of light in air by speed of light in medium. So this is the definition of refractive index. So what is refractive index? The ratio between speed of light in air to speed of light in vacuum. So speed of light in air denoted by c. So speed of light in another medium denoted by v. So refractive index mu equals to c by v. So this refractive index also is known as the absolute refractive index. So for suppose single medium compared with air. Similarly, the refractive index of the one medium compared to the other medium, that it is the relative refractive index. So what is relative refractive index? So this term relative means compare. So refractive index of the one medium compared to the other medium. So this is defined as the refractive index. Refractive index of first medium by so refractive index of second medium. This is so refractive index of the first one medium c by V1 by refractive index of the second medium C by V2. Here C cancel. So this is V2 by V1. So relative refractive index defined also the ratio between speed of light in second medium to speed of light in first medium. So this is the relative refractive index. Next, when a light ray, so coming from one medium, this is the normal, this is the straight path of the incident ray. So this is normal, this is the angle of incidence. So this is the rarer medium, this is the denser medium. So when a light ray coming from rarer medium to denser medium, the ray compulsory bends. So it bends towards normal in second medium. This is the angle of refraction. The refractive index of the first medium is mu1. The refractive index of the second medium is mu2. According to Snell's law. So from Snell's law, mu1 sin I1 equals to mu2 sin I2. So rarer medium like air, denser medium like water. So here mu2 by mu1, that equals to sin I1 by sin I2. So here mu2 by mu1, write as a mu12. Here air is the rarer medium, water is the denser medium. So mu2 is greater than mu1. So refractive index value of the denser medium, so always greater than compared with the rarer medium. So mu2 is greater than mu1. So if condition mu2 is greater than mu1, so mu2 is greater than mu1, sin I1 is greater than sin I2. So I1 is greater than I2. So reverse, I2 is less than I1. See here, so light ray coming from rarer medium to denser medium. So mu2 is greater than mu1. So angle of incidence is I1, angle of refraction is I2. So I2, angle of refraction I2 is less than I1. So here, this is the angle of incidence, so this is the angle of refraction. So I2 is less than I1. Angle of after refraction, so value of I2 is less than I1. So when a light ray coming from rarer medium to denser medium, so angle of refraction I2 always less than I1. So that means the refracted ray bends towards normal. In the similar way, when a light ray coming from denser to rarer, so coming from denser to rarer, so this is the refracting surface, this is the incident ray, this is the direct direction of the incident ray, this is the normal, the incident ray. This is the norm. This is the angle of incidence. So we take as this is the denser medium. So like water. This is the rarer medium, like air. But light ray coming from denser to rarer. So refractive index of the air treated as a mu1 or mu2. So mu1, this is the mu2. So angle of incidence is I1, angle of refraction. For suppose from Snell's law. Snell's law. So this is the first medium. First medium means mu1. This is the second medium. This is the mu2. This is angle of incidence. So refracted ray, so how to bend? So this is obtained from this by using Snell's law. So mu1 sin I1 equals to mu2 sin I2. So here mu2 is less than mu1. So from this equation, mu2 by mu1 equals to sin I1 by sin I2. So for applying this condition, mu2 is less than mu1. So sin I1 is less than sin I2. So I1 is less than I2. So I2 is greater than I1. So I1 is the angle of incidence. I2 is the angle of refraction. So when a light ray coming from water to air, that means denser to rarer, the angle of refraction is always greater than the value of angle of incidence. So the refracted ray compulsory bend away from the normal. This is the straight line path of direction of incidence. This is the normal. So it is greater than I1. The refracted ray bends away from the normal. So this is the angle of refraction. So observe it clear. In this case, when a light ray coming from rarer to denser, so angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction, or angle of refraction is less than angle of incidence. This is condition. But in this condition, when a light ray coming from denser medium to rarer medium, the angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence. So compulsory the refracted ray bending away from the normal. So light rays coming from which medium and passes through what medium? So compare from rarer to denser, from denser to rarer. So compare with these conditions. So when the refracted ray bending towards normal. So when the refracted ray bending away from the normal. So based on the nature of the mediums.